Okay, I just want to ask, the number sent to me is not on WhatsApp. Okay, that number is on WhatsApp because I've saved the number now. Okay, I'll confirm again. Yes, the number that was sent to me, that's what I'm saying. I could not find it on WhatsApp, but let me see again. Let me look at it.
How missing like this? Voilà.
Hello, Sharon. Hello. Hello. Am I speaking with Sharon? Number to your sent me the wrong number. Yes, this is Satoshi. Tosin from Who's College. The Sharon's number you sent to me is incorrect. Because please, because I called him, another person picked me. He doesn't know Sharon. So you need to pick him. Please confirm me.
Are you able to join? One person has joined.
We are starting now, very soon. This, we are starting. We are starting very soon. 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 Just be calm. Welcome to this class. My name is Tosin, or you can simply call me German. Today's class we are going to look at the rudiment of chemistry. What you need to know in chemistry, what most people don't know. And I will explain so many things under this word. I call it rudiment of chemistry. Rudiment of chemistry. So many things will be explained. How you can know periodicity, how you can identify metals, non-metals, metalloid, how you can write chemical formula, what you need to know about your types of compound, because most of you don't know types of compound. And if you see any type of compound, you can identify the kind of compound this is or that is. Maybe the way you were taught in school. For example, if I write C6H12O6 and ask, what kind of compound is this? What type of compound? Some of you will be looking at, I don't know. There is a way you can identify types of compound. We have 4 types of compound. We have ionic compound, which is known as electrovalent compound. We have molecular compound. You still write, don't worry. I will still explain. We have molecular compound, which is also known as covalent compound. We have metallic compound, and we have coordinate compound. And I will teach you how identify those word compounds. Okay, let us start. I will start with this. Let us write chemistry. What is chemistry? Maybe that's where I will start with. What is chemistry? Chemistry is just the study of what? Composition, properties, and uses of matter. Please write it down. Composition, properties, and what? Uses of matter. That is what chemistry is. Chemistry is the study of composition, property, and uses of matter. That means I can simply say CPU. CPU. The study of composition, properties, and uses of matter. Everything you have to know in chemistry is about composition of matter, properties of matter, and what? Uses of matter. And if you know that, what is matter itself? What is matter itself? Matter is anything that has what? Mass and occupies space. You all know that. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Anything that has mass and occupies space. That is called what? Matter. And what is mass itself? Mass. What is mass? In physics, we all know that mass is what? Fundamental quantity, while weight is what? Derived. In physics, we all know that mass is what? Scalar quantity. Weight is what? Vector quantity. We all know that in physics. But this is chemistry. What is mass? Mass has the same meaning, both in physics and what? Chemistry. But there are two different things in what physics. Take note of that. What is mass? Mass is the amount of matter in the body. The amount or quantity. The amount or quantity of matter. The amount of matter in a substance. In a substance. The amount or quantity of what? Matter in a what? Substance. That is what? Mass. The amount or quantity of matter in a substance. Then in chemistry, how do we study this matter? I told you that you need to know the compositions, properties, and uses of matter. And this is everything you have to know about what? Matter in chemistry. In chemistry, you have to know what? The first thing, state of matter. State of matter. State of matter. Where we have solid, we have liquid, we have gas, we have plasma. Then we have both S-type condensate. Just let me suspend that one, because let me leave that one for you at this moment. Both S-type condensate. But take note of this. We have state of matter, solid, liquid, gas, plasma. Take note, these two, liquid and gas, they are known as what? Fluid. They are called fluid. That means I can say that we have state of matter, solid, fluid, and what? Plasma. Solid, fluid, and what? Plasma. When I say fluid, and I use what? Gas and what? Liquid. Take note. You have to know state of matter. Another thing you have to know in chemistry, changes of matter. Changes of matter. You have to know this. What are the changes of matter? We have physical change, and we have what? Chemical change. And what is another thing you have to know under chemistry? You have to know classes of matter. What are the classes of matter? We have elements, we have compound, we have mixture. You have to know this. You have to know under element, types of elements, how you can identify the types of elements, under compound, types of compound, how you can identify them. Then you have to know types of what. Also, take note of that. If you know this, then we have particulate nature of matter. Particulate nature of matter. Particulate nature of matter. Under particulate nature of matter, you have to know the meaning of ions, or let me start with atom. We have molecules, and we have ions. Take note of that. See. Particulate nature of matter, which are atoms, molecules, and what? Ions. And take note of this. If you know all this, you don't have problem in chemistry. No problem in chemistry. Then where you be struggling, where you now come to what? Maybe periodicity, you don't know. But if you know this, you don't have problem in chemistry. But we are going to look at each one of them, one after the other. Mostly I will talk on this. Very important. That's where the problem is. This. Very, very important. Just let us start. Right. State of matter. State of matter. Hope those people online. Hope there's no problem. If there's no problem, please give thumb up. Please. 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 How many people online? Please. Hope no problem. Please. Hope no problem. If there's any question, you can type it. We are going to answer your question. We are going to answer your question, please. Let's take state of matter. State of matter. State of matter. Let's take the first one. State of matter. State of matter. State of matter. Under the state of matter, let's look at interconvertibility. Interconvertibility of state of matter. Interconvertibility of state of matter. Interconvertibility of state of matter. Let's look at interconvertibility of state of matter. When you have solid, you have liquid, you have gas, you have plasma. Let me put plasma here. Plasma. You have plasma. Interconvertibility of state of matter. 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 Let me call this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Let me call it that. Please, if there's any question for those people online, you can type your question to the group. There's admin that will give me the word question so that I can answer you. Please, if there's any question you want to ask, type it on the group so that we can address your word, your challenge, your issue. Please take note of that. 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 Okay, look at this. Interconvertibility of state of matter. Look at A, meaning what? Liquid change to what? Solid. The process by which liquid change to solid is known as what? Is known as what? Liquid to solid. Freezing. Thank you. Freezing. Freezing. Take note. The process by which liquid change to solid is what? Freezing. Look at B. From solid to what? Liquid. Solid changing to what? Liquid. B is what? Melting. 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 Look at this. C. From liquid to gas. From liquid to gas. From liquid to gas. That process is what? Evaporation. Or you can call it boiling. Boiling. And take note. Class, there are differences between evaporation and boiling when you get to physics. Differences, even in chemistry. Differences between evaporation and what? Boiling. Take note, this one is a slow process. This one is a fast process. This one only occurs at the surface of the liquid. This one occurs in the whole body of the world liquid. Take note of that. This one can be affected by what? These are factors that affect what? Evaporation, which means what? Wind, humidity, area, temperature, pressure, and what? Density. They are not the same. When we get to that topic, they are not the same. But they are known as the same thing. For conversion of liquid to what? Gas.
Conversion of liquid to what? Gas. That is either evaporation or what? Or boiling. Take note. Then next one, look at this. Gas to what? Liquid. Gas to liquid. Gas to liquid. That process is known as what? Condensation. Condensation. Then E is what? Solid to gas. Solid to gas. We have what? Sublim. Thank you. Sublimation. The process by which solid change to gas without passing through the liquid state. Take note. The process by which solid change to gas without passing through the what? Liquid state is known as what? Sublimation. And you have to know example of what? Substances that can sublime. Example of what? Substances that can what? Sublime. You have to know that. E.g., we have what? Iodine crystal. Iodine what? Crystal. We have dry ice. Dry ice. That means CO2 in solid state. CO2 solid state is known as what? Dry ice. Which one again?
Solid or fresh.
Yeah, those are. You have naphthalene camphor. Yes, naphthalene. They can sublime. They can sublime. They can change directly from what? Solid to what? To gas. Sublime. Okay, look at gas to solid. Gas to solid. F is called what? Deposition. 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 Example of a substance that can do that is what? Frost. We don't have it in Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe you've seen it. We change directly from gas to solid. Example of what? Substance that can do that. Take note. Then we have G. G is what? From gas to plasma. From gas to plasma. From gas to plasma. That process is what? Ionization. 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 From gas to plasma. Ionization. H. From plasma to gas. From plasma to gas is what? Recombination. 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 Take note of that. Take note of that. Those are interconvertibility of statement. If they ask you, what are examples of plasma? Substances that are plasma. Example of plasma, sun. Sun is an example of plasma. Star is an example of plasma. Take note of that. Take note of that. Please, because I say rudiment, I did a whole video on this, on the YouTube. You can still go and watch it. Watch over it. Interconvertibility, state of matter. I've done video on that on our YouTube channel. You can watch over that because we need to move forward. I can't go to what? Properties of each state of matter. For example, properties of solid, properties of liquid, property of plasma. I've done a whole video on that. You can go and watch it so that we can move forward, please. And I've done a whole video on elements. On elements. You can move forward and watch it. It's just like 35-minute video. You can watch that one. But this live class, let us go to a compound. Because you have to know the meaning of compound. Once you know the meaning of compound, it will be easier. Chemistry will be a lot easy for you. Take note of that. Let's move. Compound. How many people in that? 3. That's it. Compound. Let's move. Compound. Please. You think this Compound is a small thing. What is compound? Compound can be defined as no. It can be defined as that, but it's more than that. It's more than that. Please take note. It's more than that. You have to know the meaning, types, how to identify each type of compound. That's where you are now a chemistry student. You are now a chemistry scholar. Chemistry scholar. What is a compound? We all know that compound is a combination of two or more elements which are chemically held together. Take note of that. Write it down. The combination of two or more elements which are chemically held together. Some people say which are chemically combined together. Which are chemically what? Held together. And can never be separated. And cannot be separated. And can never be separated by any physical means. Write it down. This is the combination. This is the combination. This is the combination of two or more compounds, two or more elements, rather, two or more elements, which are chemically held together, which are chemically held together, and cannot be separated by any physical means, by any physical means. Take note. By any physical means. Take note. Combination of two or more elements which are chemically held together. This is the real word. They are chemically held together. Combination of two or more elements which are chemically held together and cannot be separated by any physical means. That is the meaning of the word compound. When you have two or more elements being combined together. For example, when you have H2O, hydrogen oxide, which common name is water, hydrogen oxide. How many elements are here? Two, hydrogen and what? Oxygen. But two atoms of what? Hydrogen. To what? One atom of what? Oxygen. If they ask you, look at this compound. How many elements are there? Calcium, carbon, and what? Oxygen. When you have two or more elements which are chemically held together, that is a compound. Take note. Take note of that. Take note. Then, what are the types of compound? Right, types of compound, which is very important. That question came out 2023 GC. It came out 2023 YF also. That question. Types of compound. Types of compound. Types of compound. Types of what? Compound. Number one, types of compound. Types of compound. Types of compound. Number one, ionic compound. Ionic compound. Ionic compound, which is also known as electrovalent compound. Ionic compound, also called electrovalent compound. Number two, molecular compound. Molecular compound, which is also known as a covalent compound. Covalent compound. Number three, metallic compound, or you can say intermetallic compound. Intermetallic compound. Number four, coordination compound. That means complex compound. Coordination compound. Take note of that. Take note of that. Take note of that. These are types of compound. These are the types of what? Compound. Ionic compound, molecular compound, intermetallic compound, coordination compound, or complex compound. Coordination compound. coordination complex compound. We look at them one after the other. Take the first one, ionic compound. Ionic compound. Ionic compound. Ionic compound. Ionic compound. When you hear the word ionic compound, when you hear the word ionic compound, this is a compound that exhibits ionic bond. Take note, first thing. It exhibits ionic what? Bond. It exhibits ionic bond. Another name for ionic bond is what? Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. It's a compound that exhibits what? Ionic bond. Electrovalent bond. What is ionic bond? The transfers of what? Electron. Don't forget, you've done that in your school, your various school. Ionic bond involves what? Transfers of what? Electrons. Transfers of what? Electrons. Any compound that exhibits this bond is known as what? Ionic compound or electrovalent compound. Then how do we identify ionic compound? Very simple. When you see metals combining with what? Non-metal. When metal combine with non-metal, the compound form is what? Ionic compound. Write it down. When metal combine with non-metal element, right now, when metal element combine with non-metal element, when metal element combine with non-metal element, when metal element combine with non-metal element, the compound form is what? Ionic compound. Take note. When metal combine with non-metal element, when you have metals combining with non-metals, the compound form is what? Ionic compound or electrovalent compound. The problem now is most of you cannot identify non-metal metal elements. Let me quickly give you this to know. Let me quickly give you this. Most of you cannot identify metal elements, non-metal elements. Let me quickly give you this to know. Periodic table of the first 20th element. You have hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium, francium. You have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, boron, aluminium, gallium, oxygen, carbon, silicon, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, fluorine, chlorine, helium, neon, argon. This is periodic table of the first 20. When you have this, let me use it to explain how to get your metals and non-metals. Let me give you this to explain. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, Group 6, Group 7, Group 8. Take note of this. This is periodic table of the first 20th element. Please listen. Class. Online student, listen. Elements in group 1, they are metals. Apart from hydrogen. Hydrogen is the only non-metal, which is a gas in group 1. Hydrogen is the only one non-metal, which is a gas in what? Group 1. Hydrogen is what? Only non-metal. Take note, only non-metal, which is what? A gas in group 1. All other elements in group 1, they are metals. Group 2 elements, they are also what? Metals. Group 3 elements, they are also metals, except for boron, which is metalloid. Metalloid, take note. Boron is what? Metalloid. Boron is what? Metalloid. Take note. Group 1 element, hydrogen is here. Online student, hydrogen is here. Is the only gas in group 1. The other elements in group 1 are metals, except of hydrogen, which is a gas, non-metal. Elements in group 2, they are what? Metals. Elements in group 3, they are all metals, except of boron, which is a what? Metalloid. We have 3 types of elements, which are metals, non-metals, metalloid. We only have some school of thought. We tell you we only have 6 metals, no, 6 metalloid in the whole periodic table. While some school of thought we tell you that we have 7, 8 metalloid in the periodic table. Some will tell you arsenic is metalloid. Some people say arsenic is not metalloid. But that is, we are coming to that. Arsenic is in group 5. Take note. But take note of this. Boron is a metalloid. But all other elements in what? Aluminum, gallium, indium, they are all metals. But boron is what? Metalloid. Group 4. Carbon is what? Non-metal. Is non-metal. Silicon is metalloid. Silicon is what? Metalloid. We have carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Silicon and germanium, they are metalloid. Silicon and germanium are metalloid. Because I think, let me just put germanium here, G. These two, they are metalloid. Then the other elements in group 4 are metals. Tin is a metal, lead is a metal. Take note of that. Carbon is non-metal. Silicon, germanium, they are what? Metalloid. Silicon, germanium, they are what? Metalloid. Take note of that. Then, according to this periodic table, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, fluorine, chlorine, helium, neon, argon, all these ones, they are all non-metals. Take note of that. They are all what? Non-metal. Just understand this first 28th element first. That is, group 1 element, they are all metals, except of what? Hydrogen. Group 2 element, they are all what? Metals. Group 3 element, they are all metals, except of what? Boron, which is what? A metalloid. Group 4, we have non-metal, which is carbon. Silicon, germanium, metalloid. Then tin and lead, they are metals. Then all these ones, like this, they are what? Metals. Please take note. Online student, if anyone of you can't get me, please ask your question. And if you get it, thumb up. Please, let the admin tell me. If you get it, thumb up. They've responded. Please take note of that. Take note of that. Then I said ionic compound. How can you identify ionic compound? When you see metal plus non-metal combining together, that is ionic compound. Look at this. If I have calcium oxide, is this an ionic compound? Let us see. Calcium, is it a metal? Yes. Oxygen, is it a non-metal? Yes. Therefore, when you have this compound, it's what? Ionic compound. Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. When you have sodium sulfide, is it an ionic compound? Yes. Why? Sodium is a metal, sulfur is a what? Non-metal. Ionic compound. When you have aluminium chloride, is it ionic compound? Yes. We have aluminium and what? Chlorine. Take note of that. Take note of that. That is how to identify ionic compound. Hope you understand. Then what are the characteristics of ionic compound? Write it down. Characteristics of ionic compound. Characteristics of ionic compound. Characteristics of ionic compound. Characteristics of ionic compound. Characteristics of what? Ionic compound. Properties of what? Ionic compound. Properties of ionic form. Properties of ionic form. Properties. Hope online students, you are following. Chemistry is simple. When you are with us in your school, Queen's College, you are with Mr. Donla and Jama. Allah Karasata Pukarita. Your physics, chemistry, mathematics, Kodamasi, Karaka has been taken care of. Especially those people in SS3 that you are preparing for JAM. We want to have students with the highest score in JAM in Nigeria. That is 270, 378. I want to produce students with 378. And tell your other friends from any school, from your, that they should not miss this summer. They should not. You can't miss it. If you want to study medicine and surgery, pharmacy, engineering, nursing, then don't miss this summer. Don't miss it. Tell your friends, we've started. We want to change the narrative. Physics, chemistry, math. I want to give you the way you haven't seen before. The way you haven't seen. Characteristic of ionic compound. Number one. Don't cram it. See. Ionic compound. That is why most of you, if you want to write chemical equation, you don't know the state of your compound. Some people want to write chemical H2O plus sodium. You just write sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. You can't write the state of matter. The state of matter of the compound. Why? Because you don't know chemistry. Look. This is liquid water. This is solid. This is aqueous. This is a gas. Then balance the equation. You don't know, but in this one, this time, no. Number one, ionic compound. Number one, they are solid in physical state. Their physical state is solid. They are solid. Their physical state is what? Solid. Their physical state is what? Solid. That means before they react, if you see an ionic compound, just know it's what? Solid. If I write, for example, I write magnesium chloride. It's an ionic compound. What will be the physical state? Solid. No, they are solid. They are solid. They are solid. Number two. They are soluble. That means they dissolve. They dissolve in polar solvents. They dissolve in polar solvents, such as water. They dissolve in polar solvents, such as what? Water. They dissolve in polar solvents, such as what? Water. Don't cram it. Their physical state, solid. They are soluble in what? Water. Look at this. That one you are common with it, but you don't know. Sodium chloride. Your table salt at home. It's what? Solid now. Abi, it's an ionic compound. When you pour it in water, what happens? It dissolves. It dissolves. Take note. Take note. They are soluble in what? Polar solvent, such as what? Water. Number three. Take note of this. Take note of the another thing. Sodium chloride, solid. Sodium chloride, aqueous. What is the difference?
One is dissolving.
One is what?
Not dissolving.
This is the physical appearance. But this one, that means it has been dissolved in what? Water. This is an aqueous. Between these two, which one can conduct current? This. That means this, ionic compound cannot conduct current in solid state. They can only conduct current in aqueous form. Write it down. ionic compound conduct current in aqueous state. Ionic compound, they can only conduct what? Electricity in aqueous form. In that solid state, that physical state that is solid, they can't conduct current. That is why your salt, your table salt, at that state cannot conduct current. But when you dissolve your table salt in water, you have a solution, pass current. If you've seen this movie, Three Idiots, don't forget your urine is what? Is salt. Is salty. That's why it can conduct what? Current. That is salt solution is a good conductor of what? Electricity. Take note. That means ionic compound, can they conduct current in solid state? No. Can they conduct current in solution? Yes. 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 If they now ask, why do they conduct current in solution? They have free movement of what? Ions. Take note. They conduct. Write it down. Write it down somewhere. Write it. Note. Ionic solution, such as sodium chloride. That's why they say ionic solution. That means ionic compound form ionic solution. They conduct current because of free mobile or free mobile of what? Ions. Because of what? Ions is their current carrier. They conduct current by what? Ions, which are cations and what? Anions. Cations, positive ion. Anions, negative ion. Take note. Number 4, another characteristic. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. They have high melting and boiling point. Write it down. They have high melting and boiling point. They have high melting and boiling point. They have high melting and what? Boiling point. They have high melting and what? Boiling point. High melting and what? Boiling point. High melting and boiling point. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Most of ionic compound can be extracted by electrolysis process from their hull. Most of ionic compound can be extracted by electrolysis process. They can be extracted by electrolysis what? Process. They can be extracted by what? Electrolysis process. Why they can be extracted by electrolysis process is due to their high melting and boiling point. Take note. And it's only electrolysis that can supply high amount of what? Electricity needed for them to be extracted. It's only electrolysis that can supply high amount of what? Electricity needed for them to be what? Extracted. That's why they can be extracted by what? Electrolysis process. Let's move. Molecular compound. Molecular compound. Molecular compound. Molecular compound. Molecular compound. After this molecular compound, we stop here for today. Today is just a brief class. A brief class. Please tell your friends. Tell your friends to tell his friend to tell our friends. Please, we want to give you the best. We want to change the educational sector of Nigeria. We want to build students that can easily study medicine and surgery, nursing, because we need you people in this country. We only have 55,000 registered doctors to 240 million Nigerians. Very pathetic. Nobody should pray for sickness. There's no doctor. No doctor. And most of them, out of that 55,000 medical doctors, some of them have even jackpot again. That's why we need to build these people. Because we discovered that many of the science students, especially the females, they want to study medicine, nursing, and at the end, they won't be able to study it. Why? They won't get good score in JAMB. And for you to study those kind of courses, your score in JAMB must be very high. Please, that is why we want to build you people. So that when I get to the age of 95, I will have doctors to treat me. Please. You people will treat me for free. Because I'm part of this food training. Even though we are collecting money, we have sold seed. Yeah. You will treat me for free. Okay. Let's look now. Molecular compound. Molecular compound. Another name for molecular compound is what? Covalent compound. Another name for molecular compound is what? Covalent compound. Covalent. Right. This compound exhibits covalent bond. This compound exhibits covalent bond or molecular bond. You can call it covalent bond or molecular bond. This compound exhibits covalent bond or molecular bond. Covalent bond or molecular bond. They exhibit covalent bond. What is molecular bond or covalent bond? It's a bond that involves what? Sharing of electron. Take note. Molecular bond involves what? Sharing of electron. Then how do we know compound that exhibits covalent bond? How do we know covalent compound or molecular compound? Very easy. When you see non-metal combining with non-metal, write it down. When non-metal combine with non-metal, this is what covalent compound form or molecular compound. When non-metals combine with non-metal elements, you have molecular compound. Covalent compound. Take note. Take note. Please take notes. Please take notes. When non-metals combine with what? Non-metal. Look at this. Let me start with what? Molecules of gases. Look at this. When you have oxygen, elements, molecules of the same atoms. Oxygen plus oxygen will give you what? Oxygen gas. Hydrogen plus hydrogen will give you what? Hydrogen gas. Chlorine plus chlorine will give you what? Chlorine gas. Nitrogen plus nitrogen will give you what? Nitrogen gas. In all these molecules of gases, they are called molecules of gas. If they ask you what kind of bond or what there is a covalent bond. But in one atom of oxygen, what atom? In one atom of oxygen, what bond occur? This one has no bond. It's not stable. For it to be not stable, you now combine with another atom of oxygen to form what? Oxygen gas. Hydrogen atom is not stable. It combines with another hydrogen atom to form what? Hydrogen gas. Chlorine atom is not stable. It combines with another chlorine atom to form what? Chlorine gas. In these molecules of gases, what bond occurring there is what? Covalent bond. They are called molecules of gases. This one is what? Double covalent bond. Double bond. These two, they are single bond. Then this one is what? Triple bond. When we get to that topic, they will ask, which in jam, which one of them has the shortest legs? Which one of them has the what? The highest strength? Single dot. I will give you everything. So what? Not now, don't then. But trust me. What kind of covalent bond in oxygen gas? Double. Single. Nitrogen is what? Triple. When we get to that topic, you will understand better. These are covalent molecules. Okay? I said, when you see no metal and no metal, that is your covalent what? Compound. Then, for example, look at this. Look at this compound. Look at this compound. When you have CO2, or what is CO2? What bond? Covalent. I told you when you have no metal and what? No metal. Carbon is what? No metal. Oxygen is what? No metal. What bond? Covalent bond. When you have C6H10O5, what bond occur in this one? Covalent. Carbon is what? Hydrogen is what? Oxygen is what? Non-metal. Carbon is non-metal. Hydrogen is non-metal. Oxygen is what? Non-metal. Covalent bond. This is one that came out in your head. Take note. When you are phosphine, what kind of compound is this? Covalent compound. Phosphine, phosphorus is what? Non-metal. Hydrogen is what? Non-metal. What kind of compound? Covalent compound. When you have CH4, methane, CH4, what kind of what? Compound? Covalent compound. When you have NO2, what kind of compound? Covalent compound. When you have N2O, laughing gas, what kind of covalent compound? Take me. Right, characteristics of covalent compound. 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 Characteristics. Online students, hope you are following. Please, hope you are following. If there's any question, please send it to the group. Please, so that I can tackle the question. They can tackle it. If you don't understand anything now, please send it. If you think the way I'm explaining is too fast, please, German, you are too fast. Please, be calm. You are too fast. I will slow down so that everybody can move. Please. Mama, only I do not collect your mama. But the adult. Mama, do you know if I didn't make it from the lecture? Well, I said the one with the adult. Okay. Please, I'm sorry. Because I have one question in which I have to attend to. Characteristics of covalent compound. Number one. Oh. Okay. Someone said, what is the meaning of single double bond? What is the meaning of single double bond? Single double triple bond. When we get to the topic known as our chemical bond, when we get to covalent bond, I will explain more. In nitrogen gas, look at this nitrogen gas, it exhibits triple covalent bond. When you have single covalent bond, that means a pair of electrons. That is two electrons being shared. That is what? The single bond. When you have the triple bond, we have 6 electrons being shared between this nitrogen and this nitrogen. That is how many electrons are for this one? 1, 2. I told you one single bond is what? A pair of electrons. And when they say a pair, that means 2 electrons coming together. A pair of shoe, that means left and what? Right. That means a pair of electrons means what? 2 electrons. That means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this one, stable. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stable. For oxygen, it's double bond. Double. That is oxygen. How many electrons on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On this one, 2, 8 electrons. That means single bond for chlorine, single. 1, 2. That means for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this one, how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I told you, this one bond means how many electrons? 2 electrons, a pair. 2 electrons means a pair. When we get to chemical bonding, the way they taught you in school, the bond that one, take it away from your memory. When we get there, you will know, you will see chemical bonding. The way you are taught in school, don't worry, when we get there, please. And triple bond has the shortest length, and it has the highest strength. When we get there, you understand, please. Okay, let's read now. Thank you. That means someone is following.
Please, how do we know metals and non-metals?
Okay, someone asked, how do we know metals and non-metals? It seems you just asked. Please. I will quickly explain within 3 minutes how to identify metals and non-metals. Please, that's why I drew this periodic table for 20th element. Let me quickly explain. I'm sorry for those people that understood for taking you back. Let me quickly help the person, but try and be joining the class very early so that you won't miss anything. This is periodic table for the first 20th element. Periodic table for the first 20th element. Periodic table of the first 20th element. As you are moving from, as you are moving from left to right, you are moving from left to right. Physical state change from solid to what? Non-metal to gas. From metals to what? Non-metal. From solid to gas. Physical state change from solid to what? Gas. From metal to what? Non-metal. As you are moving from what? Left to what? Right. Listen, group 1 element. This group 1 element, they are all metals. Please know this table. Know how to draw this table offhand. This group 1 metals element, they are all metals, except of hydrogen that is of non-metal, which is a gas. All the other elements in group 1, they are metals, except of hydrogen, which is non-metal. All the elements, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium, francium, they are all metals. Hydrogen, that is what? Non-metal. The only non-metal in group 1 is what? Hydrogen. Anything you see in group 1, they are metals. Then group 2, all the group 2, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, they are all what? Metals. Group 2 are all metals. Metals. Group 3, they are all metals except of boron. Boron is metalloid. Boron is a metalloid. Take note. Group 1 are metals except of hydrogen. All group 2 metals. 3 metals except of what? Boron. boron. Group 4 element, carbon silicon. Carbon is non-metal. Carbon is a non-metal. Carbon is a non-metal. Then silicon, under silicon we have germanium. Under germanium we have tin, we have lead. Carbon is non-metal. Carbon is non-metal. Silicon and germanium, they are metalloid. Metalloid. Silicon and germanium, they are metalloid. While tin and lead are metals. That is in group 4. Group 4, we have non-metal, metalloid, metals. Group 4. Very interesting group. It's known as crystallogene. Another name for group 4, crystallogene. I will be a sick coming there. I will give you their name. Nictogene, chalcogene, halogene, noble gases, or red gases. I will still give you everything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. I will give you now. I will give you. I will use that one to do bonus. Because those are post-UTME question. UI post-UTME. You know, OAU post-UTME. And those kind of questions. I am in charge. I will give you. Group 4. I said carbon is non-metal. Silicon and germanium, they are what? Metalloid. Tin and lead, they are metal. Then anyone from here to here, they are no metal. Group 5, nitrogen, phosphorus. Group 6, oxygen, sulfur. 7, fluorine, chlorine. Helium, this one, they are non-metal. Please, I've explained that. Group 1, they are all metals, except of hydrogen. Group 2, they are all metals. Group 3, all metals, except of boron, that is metalloid. Group 4, carbon is non-metal. Silicon, germanium, they are metalloid. Tin, lead, they are what? Metals. All 5, nitrogen, for all this one, they are non-metals. Hope I've explained that. Thank you. God bless you. Then I told you, when you start non-metals and non-metals, that is what covalent compound will be what form, isn't it? Then let us look at characteristics of covalent compound. Number 1, characteristics of covalent compound. Characteristics of covalent compound. Please, if there is any question, please drop it in the group. If there is still any question, drop it in the group. Please, every one of you must understand physics and chemistry, and if you know that that's the problem. That is why most of you can't get your next hour surgery as a course nursing. You are struggling, except a few. And when some get it in 100 level, they drop out. They do not continue. They fail because they are still struggling with the basic. And once you are struggling with chemistry, you have problem in biochemistry in 200 level. If you want to study medicine and surgery, pharmacy, dentistry, physiotherapy, physiology, pharmacology, you will have problem. Because biochemistry, the study of chemical supply, you have problem. Please. And for you not to have problem, know the basic, know the rudiment. Join us. Join us. Online and physical. Join us. Tell your friends. Okay, number 1. Characteristic of covalent compound. Number one. Their physical state could be liquid, solid, gas. Their physical state could be what? Liquid, solid, gas. Not like ionic compound. Their physical state is only solid. Ionic compound, their state is only what? Solid. But for covalent compound, their physical state, you can have liquid. For example, look at this. C6H10O5. This is what? Starch. Starch is solid. Is solid. Starch is solid. It's solid. Look at this. CO2, molecular compound. CO2 is gas. physical state, gas. Gas. Methane, physical state, gas. If you have C7H16, ethane, this one is liquid, physical state. Ethane, liquid. That means covalent compound can exist. Their physical state in solid, in liquid, in what? Gas. Not like ionic compound, only in solid. Please take note of that. Number two. 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 This number two, I can explain it further, but based on your scheme of work, if I say covalent compound cannot conduct current, that means I'm only limited to a certain covalent compound. We have some covalent compound that conduct current, but based, that is when we get to advance, we now go further. Some conduct current, some cannot conduct current. You understand? But based on your SS-based scheme of work, they will say covalent compound cannot conduct current. Write it down. Covalent compound, they cannot conduct current. They cannot conduct current. They cannot conduct current. But when I want to teach chemical bonding, I will explain that one better. Because they cannot conduct current. Number three, low melting and boiling point. They have low melting and boiling point. They have low melting and boiling point. 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 Number four. Solid molecular compound are insoluble in solvent. Solid molecular compound are insoluble in polar solvent, such as water. Are insoluble in polar solvent, such as what? Water. They are insoluble in polar solvents, such as water. They are insoluble in polar solvents, such as water. This is what I mean. Look at this. When you have starch, your starch, is this soluble in water? No. Take note of that. Then let me give you the bonus before we call it a day. I told you group 1 metals, they are called alkali metal. Write it down. Bonus, alkali metal. Bonus. Write it down. I want to give you bonus. That's what I'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing. Group 1 metals, they are called alkali metals. Take note. Alkali metals. Group 2 metals. Group 2 metals. Group 1 metals are called alkalis metal. Why do they call them alkalis metal? They are soluble in what? Water to form strong base, to form alkali. They are soluble in water. Very soluble. Group 2 metals, they are known as alkaline earth metal. Alkaline earth metal. They are abundant in the earth crust. Take note. In the earth crust. That question came out post-UTME OAU 2023. Post-UTME OAU Obafemi Awolowo University. That question came out. Please take note. Group 2, they are known as for alkaline earth metal. Group 2 metals. they are abundant in the earth crust. That question, they say, which of the following metals is abundant in the earth crust? The answer, calcium was there. Calcium was the answer. Group 3. This one, group 3 is just known as boron group. It has no common name. It's just known as boron group. Boron group. It's known as boron group. It has no common name. Group 4. Group 4. Group 4. They are known as crystallogen. Crystallogen. Crystallogen group. Crystallogen. Group 5. They are known as pnictogen. Pnictogen. Group 6. Group 6 are known as chalcogen. Group 7. You are familiar with this, halogen. Why group 8, that means noble gases, or inert gases, or red gases. Take note, noble gas. Take note of this, especially these two. For positivity, this one for UME. Group 1 are known as alkali metals. Group 2 alkaline earth metals. Group 3 boron group, normal, no common name. Group 4 crystallogen. Group 5 pnictogen. Group 6 chalcogen. Group 7 halogen. Group 8. Please take note. At this moment, let us call it a lovely class on chemistry. In the next 20 minutes, we enter physics, as we never see physics. In the next 20 minutes, prepare for the next 20 minutes physics class, please, and prepare your question. Kinematics, I don't know, the lecturer is there preparing for you. May God be with you. I remain myself, Jam. Thank you.